And speaking of Carney and the media, why don't we hop to this one? It's a perfect segue. Carney defending the Liberals spending more than $1 billion per year. I think what is it, up to $1.4 billion now, Drea? Because the CBC, wait for it, folks, it's a crucial source of information. Check this out.
Across the country, Canadians rely on CBC Radio Canada. From Schitt's Creek to Hockey Night in Canada and Mike Myers, these are products of Canada. They're the result of strong, representative public broadcasting. CBC Radio Canada is especially vital for Canadians in rural and remote areas where it's often their only source of local information. Canadians rely on it to keep up with what's happening, and when disasters happen, such as forest fires, floods, or storms that threaten their communities, public broadcasting is crucial as a vital source of information to help people to stay safe. We also count on public broadcasting to discover up-and-coming Canadian musicians, creators, storytellers, whose work might otherwise get buried by the avalanche of American content on social media.
Drea, does Mark Carney need a calendar? I mean, I think those words might have been relevant in, 1945, but in 2025, because along the line in that timeline, this little thing came along called the internet, and now we have conduits for remote areas for the internet, like Starlink. But of course that's tied to Elon Musk, and he's persona non grata on the left. I mean, what an unfortunate example to give right off the hop of why we need CBC. Schitt's Creek. Well, you got half of that word correct, Mr. Carney. And also when he dovetails to Mike Myers, his new Hollywood best friend, I might be wrong, but I can't remember in recent memory Mike Myers being on any CBC program, unless CBC is playing old Austin Powers movies. What is he talking about? Mike Myers, like Carney, has 3 passports and he lives in the U.S.
Yes, that's the thing. Yeah. It's so great in Canada that you don't live here, you don't have your businesses here. We get it. But yeah, out of all the famous people, it's kind of like, a lot of people, especially the younger ones, I don't even know if they know who he is. But the CBC, if everything he says is true, okay, let the people decide. Stop taking our tax dollars and funding that. Let's just see what happens. Do people want to subscribe to them or not? Just like we have to deal with, right? We'll see what happens.
You know what, Drea? You nailed it. If the CBC is so crucial and it is so needed and it is so important and it is so beloved, then why not adopt, the funding model for Rebel News? Mm-hmm. Make a donation. Because obviously, if it is important and loved and crucial and all that other stuff, then you couldn't live without it. So you would dig into your own pockets. I wonder if it went to that model, right, Drea? How much money do you think the CBC would raise in a calendar year? Do you think it might be under or over $1.4 billion?
Well, it would certainly be under. I think for a while there, we'd see some of the more woke businesses, donate. But what people don't understand, it's not even just the money that they directly receive. It's also the money they receive in ads. Like, especially if you look at ads that play in British Columbia, you'll see that the provincial government is predominantly behind almost all of the ads that are playing on the news outlets. So that's another way that it's like, we can't bite the hand that feeds us. They're sponsoring, all of our ad breaks to talk about this and that. So the system is so tangled. And of course, that's when propaganda can have its strength.
But, you raise a great point there about the advertisers, Drea, because not only does the CBC get $1.4 billion, as part of its annual budget, but if it's government agencies and bureaucracies advertising on the CBC, that's double dipping, because who funds these government agencies and bureaucracies? It is the taxpayer, correct?
Exactly. So
Want to stay on top of the latest current events but don't trust the mainstream media to help you do that? Then check out our daily live stream coverage of the latest news and totally unscripted at rebelnews.com/roundup.